They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The give to the back. And some room to work. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Barnett. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Rush is on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football...
He's going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 15. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He'll take another shot here. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. On the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker, it's Ferguson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staff.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, picks on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to... And he loses the football on the return. Touchdown, Arizona State! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Coming up, 4th down.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. It's caught. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because...
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. to the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He wants it all. Complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The RPO, it's complete. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Punch it out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Still on his feet at the 25. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be third and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the outside. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Butler. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Oh, he makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the right. And is incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.